Hello, how you all doing this evening? Welcome to our landing page here. Very good. Okay. Now, today, the UPC referendum, which was to be held in conjunction with the local elections and European elections on the 7th of June, has been deferred. And I believe it is because of the people being ahead of the game. So, if you go in here, we have hate speech, Unified-Patent-Court, and who treaty, whatever. Okay, so we'll go into the Unified-Patent-Court. And there you go, folks. Okay, there was information that we have available to the people. As you see here, 50 years in the making for unitary patents to come into effect. And who does it stand to benefit from this? It's not the ordinary working folk. This isn't the end for EU patent system revamp. EU proposals SEPs that set out requirements complying with industry standards such as 5G mobile standards, the compulsory licensing of patents in crisis situations, 2020, remember, and the supplementary protection certificates through which pharma companies can extend the patent of life drugs. Industry hit out at the new rules for SEP's claims changes would mean that management of patents an essential, ensuring companies can license rights to use them when turned over to an agency with no previous experience with patents or standards. So, because of information like this, and your man here.
A lot of ground to cover there. So your first question about different types of elections, different types of entitlements. There's not just local and European Parliament elections in June. We'll also have a referendum on the patent court as well. And for the people of Limerick, they will also...
People, it's all there. And there, this one here was Sean Keoghan, who was denied to ask that man questions by the Oireachtas Committee. And here it was here, March 23, 2024, they released, and now they've deferred it. Why? Because they know the consensus of the Irish people is for no at the minute, and it's very essential that they get this through. Why? Because it requires referendum to change Article 29.4 of the Constitution. And they're using Article 28.3.3 under emergency legislation to do that, which is Article 29.4.1 of the Constitution. And they are using so the Unified Patent Court, if passed, if it was passed, is only written in 3 languages, English, French, and something else, Belgium or something like that there, German. Well, our laws stipulate that Irish takes supremacy. The Irish language in 8.1 of the Constitution, the Irish language is the first national official principal language. Article 25 of the Constitution states that it must be written in both Irish and English before being promulgated into law. Article 63, a copy of this Constitution signed by the Taoiseach, the Chief Justice, the Chairman of Dáil Éireann, shall be enrolled in the office of the Registrar of the Supreme Court as conclusive evidence of the provisions of this Constitution in case of conflict between the Irish and the English text. The Irish text will take supremacy. So if this is written in English, French, and say German, how can it be written into Irish law? I'll leave that one with you, people. How can it be Irish law? So that means that we are superseding our sovereignty. Article 5 of the Constitution, right? Which means the courts, the most important building on the land, which make all the decisions in the Supreme Court. They say we're ceding some jurisdiction. No, we're ceding nearly all our jurisdiction. Article 5 of the Constitution states Ireland is a sovereign, independent, democratic state. So we will be ceding our sovereignty, and we would be ceding our independence to stand alone under democratic principles, under the democratic mandate of referenda, and we will be giving up and diluting that right, and in turn ceding all our jurisdiction over into one unified patent court in Belgium or somewhere like that, or Brussels, to make decisions. And they're trying to tell you that this here would be beneficial to the Irish people. I'm going to ask everybody that's listening to this, how many of you have ever applied for a patent in your life? So then ask yourself the question, who does this benefit? Well, ERA, or Ireland Inc., is now the Silicon Valley for Western Europe, with Google, Amazon and the likes, all with their data centres and all being built, swamping the capital, Dublin. So does this benefit them? Big pharma, fifth generation technology? Who benefits? Who benefits? Ask yourself the question. Now, this legislation has been passed in the lower house of the Dáil, I think in 2013, and the upper house maybe, 2013, February 2013, maybe 17th of February 2013, if you want to look it up. So why is it taking 11 and a half years? It has to go to national referendum. Why are they now afraid to put it to the people for referendum? Because they are banking on a yes on this. They are banking on a yes in this, and they are not explaining to the people that this will surrender sovereignty, which was hard fought for since 1916, 1919, 1921, 1922, right up to 1998, and right up until this present day. We have the leader of the largest Republican Party in supposedly Republican Party in the South, called Fianna Fáil, Micheál Martin, standing up saying, and we will have nothing to do with this backward way of sovereignty. What do you think he means by that, people? Now, I can go in further into patents, you know what I mean, but I've read out there who this benefits, and it's all on this page. You know what I mean? It's all on this page. So you can visit our page, www.bunreacht1937.ie. And you can navigate this wee bit up here. And you can see it up here, look. We have key articles. You have all your personal rights and all that, whatever. Okay. And then you can go on in here and vital info. And you can go into the hate speech legislation. Look at this. Look. It's all there for you, folks. To avail, free of charge. You know, we're dealing facts. We're dealing facts. So, have a lovely evening, folks. This is a victory to the people that this has been deferred. Be under no illusion of that, because the people didn't realise that this is a relinquishing of our sovereignty.